keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath on the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
All right, welcome everybody. North Dakota Class A Region 1 girls basketball contest tonight between Northern Cass Jaguars and Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon Broncos coming to the contest with a record of 1-2. They're dropping their first region contest last week against the Central Cass Squirrels. Yeah, that one dropped that one by a score of 41-48. The Broncos mounted a comeback in that fourth quarter, just not enough to catch up and pass Central Cass at the end of the game, but nonetheless, the Broncos made a fight of it and dropped that one 41-48. That was their first region contest of the season. They also opened up the season on the 30th of November with a win over Richland. That scored 35-26, and then played Sargent County in a non-region, non-Class A game on the 5th of December against Sargent County and lost that one by a score of 61-44. Northern Cass comes in with an undefeated 3-0 record out of Region 1A. They have yet to record a region contest, but open up their region schedule tonight with the Lisbon Broncos. And Northern Cass active in the Barnes County tournament earlier last week. And on the 5th of December, they played Enderlin, picking up a win 62-32. On the 7th of December, Barnes County tournament, they played Valley City, winning that one in a slobber knocker there, 60-58 over Valley City, the Highlanders. And then on the 8th of December, Barnes County tournament, they downed Maple River by a score of 78-51. So Northern Cass coming in with the 3-0 record, also currently ranked number 2 in North Dakota or Division A girls Class A basketball poll that coming out on the 11th of December. So they are your number 2 ranked team in the state as of the 11th December. This poll just coming out today, released at 4 o'clock. So that is your contest tonight. Lisbon Broncos in the Northern Cass Jaguars. We're going to step away, take a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back for our starting lineups. You're live from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. You're watching yourliveevent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Hey, welcome back. This is your Ira Insurance pregame show. Tonight's contest, Class A basketball, Region 1 here down in Lisbon, North Dakota. Northern Cass Jaguars taking on the Lisbon Broncos. Broncos with a 1-2 record, 0-1 in Region 1. And Northern Cass sitting with a perfect 3-0 record. Have yet to open up or have yet to have a region contest. They open that up tonight against the Broncos here for Division A, Region 1 in North Dakota High School girls basketball. Looking at your Region 1, overall records or team records here. Is Kindred High School sitting on top with a record of 1-0 in Region 1, 2-0 overall. Central Cass picking up that win against the Broncos. They moved to 1-0 on the season for Region 1, and also for their overall. They opened up their season in the Bronco Gymnasium, and that was on the 7th of December when they picked up that win over the Broncos, 41-48. And Valley City currently sitting at 1-0 in Region 1, also active in that Barnes County tournament in Northern Cass with a 3-0 overall record. Then they have Wahpeton High School sitting at 1-3 in Region 1, overall, 0-1 overall. Oak Grove High School 0-1 in Region 1, 2-1 overall, and then Lisbon sitting at 0-1 in Region 1 and 1-2 overall. And looking at your Division A or Class A girls basketball poll, rounding out your top 5 teams, you have Thompson sitting at number 1 with a 3-0 record. Last week they held the 1 spot. Northern Cass still at 2 with a 3-0 overall record. South Prairie Backs at 3, 4-1. Last week they're number 4, so they moved up a spot. Bottineau at 3-1, not ranked, and then also moving up into the poll and not ranked last week are your Central Cass Squirrels, currently sitting with that 1-0 record. Others receiving votes, we have Watford City with a 1-1 record, Kindred 2-0, Devils Lake 1-1, Turtle Mountain 3-1, and Shiloh Christian 2-0. So you're looking at a tough Region 1 this year between Northern Cass, Central Cass, and Kindred, all out of Region 1, either in the rankings, top 5 rankings, or receiving votes out of Region 1 for North Dakota Class A or your Division A girls basketball poll that was released later this afternoon. As far as your state Class B basketball tournament, that's at the end of February. So the 29th of February to the 2nd of March, that's up at the Minot State Dome. So that is your dates for your state Class B girls basketball tournament, 29 Feb to the 2nd of March up at Minot. In your past champions, the last couple of years, state champions in 2022, Kindred Vikings over the Grafton Spoilers. That was by a score of 64-40 for your 2022 state championship. And then 2023, Central Cass picking up a win over Thompson by a score of 58-55. So Central Cass, the defending state champions, sitting at the number 5 spot in your latest North Dakota Class A or Division A girls basketball poll. So Region 1 looking tough here to start out the season with Kindred, Central Cass, and Northern Cass all in the top 5 or receiving votes in your latest Class A Division A girls basketball poll. And some of your other games here tonight on your Irie pregame show that you know around the area, you do have number 5 Central Cass in action tonight, and they are taking on Kindred. So that is a number 5 Central Cass versus Kindred. Kindred receiving votes in this latest poll. And then you have Mayport CG, and they are at Thompson tonight. So number 1 Thompson in action along with number 2 Northern Cass, number 5 Central Cass, and receiving votes is Kindred. So all those teams in action that are in the polls on the latest release. And some of the games coming up here within Region 1 on the 12th of December tomorrow night, we do have Wahpeton and Valley City, so that'll be another key game as far as the standings here in Region 1. Big clash between Wahpeton and Valley City, so that is tomorrow night on the 12th of December. Looking at some of your other teams or regions around the state in Division A, in Region 2, Thompson High School sits in that number 1 spot. Number 1 team in the state, receiving 18 first place votes, sitting at 3-0 overall. Carrington High School in the 2nd spot out of Region 2 with a 2-1 record. And then out of Region 3, Desilax Burlington with a 3-0 overall record. And then South Prairie Max sitting at 4-1. South Prairie Max receiving votes in that latest, in the number 3 spot in the latest Division A Class A basketball poll. And then out of Region 4, we have Shiloh Christian receiving votes in the latest poll, also at 2-0 out of Region 4. And they're paced by Kilder in the number 2 spot out of Region 4 with a 2-1 overall record. Have yet either of those teams to record a region contest out there in Region 4. So that is your top 2 teams out of our regions, or 4 regions for Division A girls basketball here in the state of North Dakota. Here in your Irie Insurance pregame show. We're going to step away, take a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with our starting lineups here in a moment. We're live from Bronco Gymnasium. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
As a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the...
Hey, welcome back to your Iowa Insurance pregame show. We're just moments away from our starting lineups, getting ready to do the national anthem inside the Lisbon High School Gymnasium. So we'll step away, take another word from our sponsors, and we'll be back live from Lisbon High School. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
in Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Ryder Burris. I'm confident on the ice. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Hey, welcome back. Lisbon High School Gymnasium. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. Sports announcer guy Brent Dick here with your call tonight. Northern Cass Jaguars versus the Lisbon Broncos. Looking at your starting lineups for Northern Cass Jaguars. At guard position, 5'7" junior, number 2, Hayden Crockett. Another guard, 5'6" senior, number 4, Addie Rust. Guard, 6'1" senior, number 5, Ellie Lucas. Guard, 5'8" sophomore, number 10, Tess Jalbert. And forward, 6'3" senior, number 12, Josie Jensen. The Jaguars are coached by D.C. Lucas and assisted by Jamison Jensen and Abby Hussar. So Lisbon Broncos starting lineup, your home team on the scoreboard tonight. Starting at guard, 5'8" senior, number 5, Ella Tui. Another guard, 5'5" senior, number 20, Kaya Sweet. Forward, 5'11" freshman, number 22, Taryn Gilbert. Forward, 5'8" senior, number 21, Kendra Differding. Forward, 5'9" senior, number 23, Emerson Schultz. And the Broncos coached by Barb Sweet, assisted by Kara Tui and J.C. Spencer. That was your starting lineups for tonight's contest. I just noticed in the Lisbon lineup, Kyra Hecker out of the lineup tonight, not playing. In her place is Taryn Gilbert. So we are just moments away here for Opening tip-off between the Northern Cass Jaguars and Lisbon Broncos. Broncos into the game 1-2 overall, 0-1 in Region 1. Northern Cass, number 2 team in the state, with a 3-0 overall record, coming off 3 wins in the Barnes County North tournament last week. At opening tip-off, won by the Jaguars. That is Russ. It's cross court over to Gelbert. Back to Russ, 3-point land. That's off, no good. Not the range, gets it to Gelbert. Back to Russ, working inside against Gilbert. Gilbert knocks it away, so good play by the freshman Gilbert on the inside. Like Differding, I drive baseline, looking for Gilbert or Schultz. Tosses it out of bounds, turnover by the Broncos. They're just opening 40 seconds of this match between the Broncos and the Jaguars. Still scoreless in the first quarter. Yeah, working inside, that layup up and in. So Hayden Crockett with 2. That's stolen away. Hustling is Tui. Lets it go out of bounds. Last touch by the Jaguars. Goes to Sweet. Long pass over to Differding. Works it back to Sweet. Sweet takes a shot. 3-point. That's gains it for Sweet. That's good. So Sweet warmed up from the get-go. An NBA three-pointer back there. Working against Gilbert. Gilbert, great play by the freshman so far. Another steal for Gilbert. That's Sweet. Breaks to the near side. Little bounce pass over to Schultz from 3. Spins it off the top of the backboard. No good. And out of bounds. Turnover by the Broncos. Here Crockett brings it down court. Jensen looks like a rust over in the corner. That's off, no good. Crockett with the rebound, puts up 3 and drains it from the top of the key. That is good. A 2-point lead back for the Jaguars. Broncos momentarily led 3-2 off that 3-pointer. Mizzou working inside. Gilbert up, and that shot's blocked. And pushed out of bounds. That's blocked by Lucas. He gets it in right to Differding. Puts it up, and that's good for 3 for Differding. Broncos playing the long ball right now. Working for them. They're up 6-5. That's a rebound by the Broncos. Little screen set up. And traffic on the far side. Sweet's able to maintain possession and work it around the top. Tui is going far side. Sweet thinks about it. Little jumper into Gilbert. And she's fouled underneath, so 2 for Gilbert. So that was on Jalbert, number 10. So that's first team foul, first personal. It was just changed from last year, from previous years. Fouls do reset for the team fouls at the end of each quarter. Personal fouls do foul the player throughout the game. So Gilbert first shot. First 2 free throws, no good. That's a rebound by the Broncos. Good offensive rebound there by Differding. Good hustle. Put it up. That shot partially blocked. Goes to Lucas. Cross court over to Jalbert. It's to Crockett. Thinks about it. Behind the 3-point. That's no good. We got foul there up over the back. So it's a push. Looks like on number 12, Jensen. So Jensen's first personal over the back. You got a timeout by the Northern Cass Jaguars. That is your first timeout of the game. credited to Northern Cass. We'll step away, take a word from our sponsors. We'll be back here, Lisbon High School Gymnasium. We're watching yourliveevent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, welcome back after a timeout by the Jaguars. A press by Northern Cass. Broncos cleared, able to work it inside to Gilbert. Puts it up, no good. Gilbert gets her own rebound. Fight on the inside. Loose ball. Scramble. Great hustle by Differding. Going to tie it up. And jump ball. Bonus goes to the Broncos. The Broncos, first quarter, putting bodies on the floor. They lead this one 6-5. Northern Cass, number 2 ranked team in the state. Schultz puts it up. That's good. Little jumper for Schultz. To the near side. Schultz for 2. Oh, 8-5 lead for the Broncos. Up by 3 first quarter. That shot put up, bounce around, no good by Jensen. A little hard look shooting for Jensen. In and out. Differding puts it down. Short on the layup. Gilbert with the rebound. Blocked underneath. Clean block by Jensen. So Jensen with the block. Working inside to Jensen. That's up off the glass and in. Hey, Jensen put it high off the glass. Looked like it might be too strong, but able to get it to fall. Jensen with her first 2. Sweet's going to work inside. Little screen set up by Differding. Working and goes all the way baseline. Puts it up over the rim. A fast break. Goes to Jensen inside. Turnaround jump shot. Good for 2. That's stolen. Jaguars gets the Tui. Broncos recovered. Down 9-8. First quarter, 3:08 mark. Little handoff goes to Tui. Works it to Schultz. Schultz, hot hand, drives left-handed layup. That's off, no good. Gilbert the rebound. Good offensive board by Gilbert. Gets it back out. Freshman working hard inside. Schultz goes up. She's going to be fouled underneath. Good challenge by Schultz. So Jensen with 2 fouls in the game. That's Jensen's second personal. That shot up and goes in, rolls around. Good for Schultz. And Broncos 1 for 3 in the game, free throws. Oh, Wertman into the game. Tui takes a chair next to Heckrell. Schultz second shot. Broncos tie it up. Off, no good. Impressed with the Broncos' first game of the season. Much improved free throw shooting over last year, going 10 for 15 in the game. Central Cass right around 16 for 20. Central Cass in the game had 20 fouls. Broncos had 14 total. We're tied up at 9 apiece, down at 2:30 mark. First quarter, Schultz thought about it. Had an opening, pulls it down. Sweet, fakes left, goes right. Oh, Schultz going to drive in, drives the lane. Looking for Gilbert on the inside, just missed her. Broncos have to challenge. Wertman challenges, put up, rebound by Gilbert. And freshman playing good ball for the Broncos right now underneath. Schultz gets it down. Gilbert going to try to work inside. Oh, little carry over, no call. Ball hit out of bounds. Down to minute 54. You got subs going in for the Jaguars. So Jensen and Rust are out. We do have a timeout. It's like timeout charge to the Broncos. So Coach Sweet You got girls over to the side, settle them down a little bit, talk it over what they want to do here to grab the lead. They're tied up 9-9, a minute 54 to go in this first quarter. We'll step away for a word from our sponsors.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
Welcome back. Tie it up here, 9-9 Broncos after the timeout. Workman's going to inbound it, looking for Sweet. Sweet takes it to the top. Schultz drives in, gets it to Workman from 3, outside, high off the glass, no good. Off the mark is Workman. Fast break, down the court and in for 2. Goes to Gelbert with 2, an easy 2 for Gelbert. Broncos out hustled on the fast break, gets it to Schultz. Sweet drives in, goes up. No foul on that. Yeah, hard to see no foul, but nonetheless, here we are. Fast break down court. We're fouled underneath. It goes against Wortman on Crockett. That's first team foul for the Broncos. Hey, Gilbert, the freshman, playing good ball underneath right now. Couple block shots. He steals underneath here on the defensive side, grabbing some offensive boards for Lisbon. The subs in the game. You got Differding in. Gilbert takes a seat. Broncos down by 2. Second shot is good. Fast break again, left-hander up and off, no good. She's fouled underneath by Differding. That was Fix. They're trying the left-handed layup, goes off, no good. Down to minute 8, Broncos down by 3. First shot short off the front of the rim for Fix. Russ back in the game. Gelbert takes a seat next to the coach. Second shot rolls around and good. Northern Cass now with a 4-point lead. And Northern Cass 2 for 4 from the line. Rebound, that's another offensive rebound for the Broncos. They box out by Tui. Sets a pick, gets to Schultz to Wortman. Wortman's going to try to go baseline. Backs out, gets it to Tui. That ball hit away. Gets it to Schultz. Schultz fakes. Gets it to Sweet. Wortman drives in. Punches it out. Backs to Schultz. Drives in. Open lane. Left-hander up off the glass. No good. Tui fighting for the ball. Three-pointer. 25 seconds off. High off the glass. No good. Ball heading out of bounds. Taken by Rust. Cross court to Lucas, drives inside. Lucas with the rebound, puts it off, that's Crockett there, battle underneath for those offensive boards. Down to 5 seconds. Tui with the last shot. Tui tries to get to Sweet, less than 1 second. Coming up last part of the first quarter, Northern Cass leads this one by a score of 13-9. Broncos down by 4. We'll step away, take a word from our sponsors, come back for a second quarter of the night between Northern Cass and the Lisbon Broncos.
As a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
We're back live, Lisbon High School Gymnasium. Jaguars and the Broncos. Broncos had the lead midway through the first quarter. Jaguars now with a 4-point lead here to close out the first, start of the second. The Jaguars ball. Jensen working the inside, little pass over to Rust from 3-point. That's off, no good, offensive rebound. Kicks it back out to Lucas, bounces around, working inside is Rust, battling against the Broncos, and we'd have a foul underneath. Could be against Jensen. We'll see who they give it. They give it to 10, so it goes against Jalbert. So Jalbert with their second. Jensen also with 2. So it's their first personal or first team foul of the quarter. The 7:30 mark. Sweet. Lukaya. Pass it to Bria Sweet. Got rid of it inside. Gilbert with the rebound. Oh, hit little handoff. Miscommunication by the Broncos. Lukaya Sweet working down. Gets it quickly to Schultz. The Broncos can be a little more aggressive going to the basket. Schultz had an opening again and didn't take the shot. Down 13-9. Broncos working in, that's off. Gilbert takes the deflected pass over to Schultz. Schultz going to work inside. Cross court, Sweet drives in. Little sky hook up and over for 2 for Sweet. Pulling a little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with that sky hook off the fingertips for 2. Sweet with 5 points in the game. A 3-pointer in the first quarter. Little sky hook layup gives her 5. The scramble underneath. Broncos not able to keep Rust from the back. She picks up her first 2 points of the game for Rust. Broncos staying competitive here down to the 6-minute mark of our second quarter. That's stolen away. Rust with the hustle. Tied up though by Sweet. Good hustle by Sweet, just tying up Rust after the turnover. Advantage goes to the Broncos, so heads up play by Sweet. Kaya Sweet, 5'5", senior guard for the Broncos. Kaya Sweet brings it down. Gilbert to Sweet from 3. That's up and good for Sweet for 3. Sweet with 8 points, 2 3-pointers. That's up and good. So Jensen answers back for Northern Cass. What a 15-foot jumper for Jensen. Bree Sweet's going to drive in, goes far side. No travel there, stolen away. So goes to the floor hard. The Broncos come out with the defense. That's from 3. That's off, high off the backboard. No good. Rebound by Gilbert. Gilbert, the freshman, still battling under 3. She's pushed and fouled by Crockett. So that's second team foul. So that goes against Crockett. Gilbert goes hard to the floor. Bronco ball. Broncos 3-pointer away from tied it up. 4:59 mark of this second quarter. Working inside, Gilbert. Little layup off and 2 for Gilbert. Broncos working inside, Gilbert with 2. Schultz comes out on the defense, gets the hand up. Gilbert underneath, another rebound for Gilbert. Good pivot, not called for travel. That's knocked out of bounds. Gilbert with another board for the Broncos underneath. Keeping Lisbon very much in this game. Much different with a fast break. Has Wertman far side. Little fake by Schultz, goes baseline, puts it up, and she's fouled on the shot by Gelbert. Gelbert with their 3rd personal. So 3rd team foul. Coach says stay in there. So DC Lucas tells Gelbert to stay in. 3 personals. Schultz puts it up and in now. Gelbert takes a seat. So Schultz ties it up here from the free throw line. Now Schultz with 3 points. And Gilbert out of the game. And the coach or the one of the officials told her she had to take a seat. She was bleeding. Comes to the side, gets checked out. Nothing going there. So I'm sure the coach wanted her in there. We're all tied up now, 17. That's a little rebound, Differding with the hustle. Not much of a foul by Differding going after the ball there. Maybe slapped the hand early. There's Crockett working the top of the key, steps up, shoots, shot no good. Tied up at 17, Broncos pushing down court, down at the 350 mark. Schultz, another opening, doesn't take the shot. Working inside, broke up by the Jaguars. Schultz a couple times tonight has the opening, could take the shot. Tied up at 17. Gets a 2E for 3. She was hot last week. That one goes off, no good in that 4th quarter. Hoping to tighten things up with Central Cass. That goes out of bounds, and it's Lisbon's ball. We got a discussion by the officials. No, so it is Jaguars ball. Down to 3:30, 2nd quarter. That's off, no good. Hustle, rebound underneath. And followed by the Broncos. It's Crockett going to the line for 2. And goes on 2E, so 2E's. Tui's first personal. Crockett. Up and in for Crockett. Crockett now 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Second shot is good. 3 for 4 for Crockett. Tui to Gilbert, easy 2 underneath. Gilbert just a little too much. Tries the right-hander on the near side. High off the backboard, too much on it. That's for 3. That's good for Rust. Rust with 5 in the game. That shot up and 3. That's good for Schultz. Schultz taking the shot and nails it. Bomb put up off the top of the key, no good. Rebound by the Jaguars, and Jensen up over the top and sinks it. Jensen with 4 in the game. Lot thrown away by the Broncos. Crockett quickly down court. Gonna pull it back, sets up. That tip by Wertman. Players go out of bounds, so it is a foul. Looks like on Wertman. Oh, Wertman's second personal. Coming off the bench. Looks like Sweet. So Bria Sweet going in for Wertman. Jensen's going to set up easy jumper there. Off, bounces around, and goes in for 2. Jensen uncovered. It's Schultz with the ball. Going to work it into Gilbert. Gilbert kicks it back out for Sweet from 3. That's in good for Bria Sweet. The Broncos drilling 3-pointers, keeping them in the game. Hey, much improved shooting over a year ago for the Lisbon Broncos, putting in that off-season work. Cross court, she steps out of bounds, so turnover by the Northern Cass Jaguars. Bronco ball with 1:40 to go. In her second quarter, Tui, a lazy throw, cross court, gets it to Bria Sweet to Schultz. Schultz going to work inside. Lays it up off fingertips, goes, bounces around, good for Schultz for 2. Goes to Jensen off, short, no good. Broncos. Gilbert with the rebound. Impressed by the play of freshman Gilbert. Schultz for 3, that's up. Just off, missed the mark. Hits the back of the rim. Broncos rebound, Gilbert puts it up and in for 2 for Gilbert. Broncos grab the lead. Down to 58 seconds. Gilbert with 4 points, pulling down some big rebounds for the Lisbon Broncos. 27-26 lead, working underneath, challenge inside, that shot no good. Jensen with the rebound, up and good. Bria Sweet down to 30 seconds on the shot clock, 34 on the game clock, so 4-second difference. Tui works it in, gets it to Schultz. Schultz drives in. Into the lane, spin move, gets it. Tried to bounce it off. Play the old bounce off the opponent out of bounds. Doesn't get it. Nice tip. So good tip by Kaya Sweet underneath. Knocks it out of bounds, stops momentum of the Jaguars. They're up by 1 point, 28-27. In the second quarter, down to 14 seconds. That's tipped away, and we get a foul. That looked like all ball, but we're called for a foul by the officials for Kaya Sweet. Her first personal of the game. 4th team foul for the Broncos. Wertman with 2. Tui with a foul, and now Sweet with 1 foul, 1 personal. That'll carry over into the second half. All fouls, team fouls reset after each quarter. On to 10 seconds. First shot up and good. Broncos last shot, that shot off, no good. Last second, and that'll do it for your first quarter play. Broncos down by 2. Northern Cass up 29-27 over the Lisbon Broncos. We're going to step away and take a word from our sponsors. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Ryder Burris. I'm confident on the ice. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
When you choose Farmers Union Insurance, you're backed by an insurance policy provider that meets your specific requirements. At Farmers Union Insurance, Lance Gullison Agency, they offer reliable insurance policies from homeowners, farm and ranch, contractors, small businesses, and more. Let the staff at Lance Gullison Agency take care of you today. For more information, stop into their office on Main Street in Lisbon or email lance.gullison@fumic.com.
Hey, welcome back. North Dakota Class A, Division A, Region 1 girls basketball. Northern Cass Jaguars, Lisbon Broncos. Northern Cass 2-point lead going into halftime. The Jaguars led 13-9 after the first quarter of play. Broncos opening things up here. They're draining some three-pointers, keeping them in the game. Great play underneath by the freshman Taryn Gilbert for the Lisbon Broncos. Northern Cass also getting a couple of their players into a little bit of foul trouble there in the first quarter, or in the first half of play, with Gilbert 3 personal fouls, and also Jensen with 2. Broncos sitting with Wertman with 2 personals, and then Tui and Kaya Sweet each with 1 personal foul each, and that is your a foul situation for both teams. Remember, team fouls reset after the end of each quarter. Personal fouls do follow the players through the game. Looking at your scoring as far as the Lisbon Broncos with that 1-2 overall record. Your scoring leaders for Lisbon is right now is Emerson Schultz with 9 points. Schultz picking up a couple free throws, going 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Also sinking a 3-pointer and a couple other baskets for 9 points. That's followed by Kaya Sweet with 2 3-pointers and a little jumper, or excuse me, that little sky hook layup for her 8 points. Taryn Gilbert with 4 points. Kendra Differding with 3. And then Bria Sweet with her own 3-pointer in the game for her 3 points. So that is your scoring for the Lisbon Broncos. Led in scoring by Emerson Schultz, currently with 9, followed up by Sweet for the Lisbon Broncos. Your Northern Cass Jaguars unofficially, as far as scoring, we have Crockett with 8 points, Rust with 5, Gilbert with 2, Jensen with 6, and then I have Winterquist with 1 and Fix with 1, and that is just unofficially. I think I'm missing a couple baskets here for Northern Cass on the visitor side of the scoreboard, but that's just unofficial stats here at halftime, where Northern Cass leads this one by a score of 29-27. Northern Cass led 13-9 after that first quarter. You're trading baskets. Broncos, they're grabbing the lead a couple times here during the game. And Northern Cass just able to break it open towards the end now, picking up a couple free throws, able to grab that 2-point lead going into halftime. The Broncos much improved shooting and from the court as well as the free throw line from a year ago. It's a great play by the Broncos so far this season. Even in that game against Citrus Cass, we saw them gut it out there through the fourth and final quarter. They're pulling within 6 points, eventually losing that one by 7 points. But Broncos, definitely a never quit attitude this season. In this one now, 29-27 against Northern Cass, number 2 ranked team in the state as it currently is with that latest Division A Class A girls basketball poll here for a Region 1 contest between the Broncos and the Jaguars. So up on your Bank North scoreboard, Northern Cass leads this one by a score of 29-27. We're going to step away, take a word from our sponsors. Come back for your second half of play here live from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. I'm sports announcer guy Brent Dick.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
In North Dakota Class A Region 1 girls basketball, Northern Cass and Lisbon Broncos as your Olson Accounting halftime show. If you need help with your monthly accounting or payroll, let Cindy and her staff give you a hand. Really on the friendly team of professionals at Olson Accounting for all your tax and accounting needs. Go to colsoncpa.com. That's your Olson Accounting and Olson Accounting halftime show. The Broncos sit at 1-2 overall, currently 0-1 in Region 1. Northern Cass 3-0 overall, opening up their region play tonight against the Lisbon Broncos. Opened up their season at the Barnes County North Tournament, picking up wins over Enderlin, Valley City, and Maple River. The Broncos opened up their season on the 30th of November at Richland, winning that by a score of 35-26. And played Sargent County on the 5th of December, lost that one by a score of 61-44. And then dropped their home opener on the 7th of December against the Central Cass girls by a score of 48-41. Central Cass had opened up on an 18-point lead in that game. Broncos clawed their way back into that one, making it close towards the end, where Central Cass eventually pulls away to win that one by a score of 48-41. And that was on the 7th of December. Overall, Region 1, you have Kindred, Central Cass, Valley City, and Northern Cass all sitting undefeated at their overall records. Kindred was sitting at 2-0. They're 1-0 in Region 1. Central Cass 1-0 in Region 1, 1-0 overall. Valley City High School 1-0 in Region 1, 1-0 overall. And then Northern Cass High School sitting with that 3-0 record. Wahpeton, Oak Grove, and Lisbon each with one loss out of Region 1. Wahpeton with a 1-3 overall record. Oak Grove sitting at 2-1. And then Lisbon at the bottom with your 1-2 overall record for Region 1 Division A, North Dakota Class A girls basketball. Ready here for your third quarter, second half of play from Lisbon Bronco Gymnasium. Up on your Bank North scoreboard, we start this one with Northern Cass leading by a score of 29-27. And miles by the Jags. That's Jensen. Puts it up off. No good. Rebound by Gilbert. Bronco jerseys underneath. Not challenged by the Jaguars. Puts it to Schultz. To Gilbert's going to work inside. Goes up. Puts it up and over. No good. Gilbert just not enough quickly down court. Or the Jags. Inside the Jensen. Jensen with 3 personals. Excuse me, Jensen with 2 personal. That's Jalbert with 3. Rebound by the Broncos. It's Sweet. Gonna be fouled by Lucas. Going down court, and Lucas just kind of swats at the ball, hits the hand. Sweet to Differding. From 3 for Schultz, off, no good, just short. Jags quickly down court. Jensen sets the screen underneath. That's up, no good. Jensen with the rebound, goes to the floor with Gilbert. The jump ball, advantage to the Broncos. A good challenge underneath by Gilbert and the rest of the Broncos. Still 27-29, the 6:56 mark of our third quarter. Hand off to Schultz. To Tui. Tui not ready for it. Bounced off her hand. That goes out of bounds. Broncos ball. Broncos trying to move around the ball there. Tui just not ready for it. Gets it to Schultz. Inside to Gilbert. Knocked away. Gilbert able to recover to Differding. Differding spin move. Going to the floor. They're the Jaguars. Ties it up. Jaguar ball. We're still looking for our first points of this third quarter. We had plenty of action in our first half of play. Both ends of the court. That's setting up. No 3. Gilbert gets a hand on it. Into the inside. We got a foul underneath. We got a tip by Tui. No, they're not on Tui. It says no against Gilbert. So Gilbert with their first personal. Good for Crockett. Crockett 4-5 from free throw. Now 5 of 6. Has 10 points, leads all scorers. Their first points of the second half. That 3's up. Good, no good. Put up by a Sweet rebound. Goes to Crockett. Fast break. Has a man. Oh. To Jalbert. She's going to swing it out. Top goes to Jensen. Partial block by Gilbert from 3. That's up. No good. Jensen and Gilbert battling. Still hustling. Good offensive series here by the Jaguars. Picking up a couple offensive rebounds. It's their ball. The Jaguar ball with Jalbert inbounds it. Gets it to Jensen, cross court. Goes to Lucas. Crockett working inside, puts it up. That time Broncos grab it. Good rebound by Gilbert. Schultz drives in, little spin move, puts it up. No good, just off her fingertips. Jalbert's able to knock it away. A fast break now coming down court. Russ swings it out. Gets it inside to Lucas for 2. So have Lucas with her first 2 points of the game. Timeout. Looks like by the Jaguars in Northern Cass. Jaguars on your Bank North scoreboard have a 33-27 lead. Up by 6 as we head into our timeout here called by the Jags. Good step away, take a word from our sponsors.
This Association welcomes everyone to the Hillsboro Winter Wonderland festivities. Friday, December 8th features the light parade at 5:30, city tree lighting by Santa at 6 o'clock, and fire pits and s'mores from 6 to 7. And the Wonderland Fun continues Saturday, December 9th. It features pictures with Santa from 9 a.m. to noon, along with crafts, story time, and cocoa with Mrs. Claus, and cookie decorating. And check out the mini mall from 11 to 2 and birdseed decorating from 1 to 3 at the Plummer House Museum. The HBA Winter Wonderland, December 8th and 9th in Hillsboro.
The Northern Cass putting in 4 points to start this third quarter at the 5-minute mark. Long inbounds pass. That's stolen away by Lucas. We got a foul by Sweet. So Sweet picks up her second personal. Goes to Rust. Top of the key, working inside. Looks for Lucas, puts it up, rolls around, no good. And Crockett with the rebound. Just snuck around back behind Differding. That up, no good for Rust. Rebound by Gilbert. Schultz is going to slow things down here. Jaguars back on defense. Differding has an opening, kicks it out to Schultz. Schultz puts it down, spin move, works inside, jumper up and over, no good. Differding rebound. Gets it into Gilbert, puts it up. She's fouled underneath. Going up against Jensen. Jensen picks up another foul. It's her third personal. That shot, no good for Gilbert. Have Gilbert now 0 for 3. That shot up and good for Gilbert. Picks up one. First points of the third quarter, second half for the Broncos. Gilbert back out. A bloody lip or another cut on her leg, but being tended to by the coach. Out of the game right now is Gilbert. Going up, rebound underneath. You had the absence of Gilbert in there. Northern Cass controls it. Broncos a little flat-footed. Gilbert goes up. She's fouled underneath. So Broncos a little dazed and confused after Gilbert went out. So that's Sweet. So Kaya Sweet, third personal. That shot is no good by Gilbert. Have Gilbert with 2 in the game. Now 0 for 1 from free throw line. Second shot is good. Now with 3 points for Gilbert. That's unofficially in the game. Tui brings it down. The Kaya Sweet on the bench. Gilbert looking to check in. Schultz drives in. Thought about it, gets it out to Differding. So it's really Differding in the game. Puts it up, she's fouled underneath. Looks like we have a foul on Gilbert by Tui. So second personal, fourth team foul for the Broncos. At the 3:49 mark of our third quarter. Add that free throw. 36-28, 3:42 mark of our third quarter. Working inside, Gilbert's in there. Had a hand on it. Shot put up, no good. Rebound, looks like Gilbert in there. We got a jump ball. The Broncos, let's see who that is. For Northern Cass, looks like Winterquist. So Winterquist battling underneath. Got a jump ball. Northern Cass up by 8. Gilbert, the only points for the Broncos in this third quarter. Came by the way of the free throw line. Little errant pass by Differding. Differding's going to try to catch her. Rolls around, and that's good. So Broncos letting this one, let Northern Cass break it open here. 1 point here in the third quarter, down to the 3-minute mark. Gilbert's going to work inside, goes up, little layup off, no good. Russ is slowing things down. Works inside, that jumper is good for Lucas. Lucas with 4 points in the second half, 6 in the game. Workman brings it down. Sweet out of the game for the Broncos. So Kaya Sweet on the bench. Works into Gilbert. Gilbert's going to go up, puts it up, no foul underneath. The hack-a-shack underneath, no foul called by the officials. The Broncos charged with it. goes against Differding. So Differding charged with the foul. Lucas at the line, sinks the first one. Second shot also good for Lucas. Lucas 2 for 2 from free throw line. 6 points in the second half, 8 in the game. Sweet back in the game, Kaya Sweet in the game. Down court, gets it to Tui, inside to Gilbert. Kicks it out to Sweet, sets up for three. That's off, no good. Crockett down court looking inside. That's Winterquist. She's fouled. 5 team fouls now for the Broncos in the third quarter. Minute 54 is going to the line is Winterquist. And Winterquist 1 for 2. Shot is good. Second one's away, no good. Bounces around. Rebound by Gilbert. Differding quickly down court. Has Sweet. Hands it off. That shot put up no good. Rebound Differding turns around, puts it up. She's fouled underneath. Looks like Lucas. Lucas or Winterquist. So it goes against Winterquist. A shot by Differding is good. Differding with 4 in the game. Second shot is also good, so Differding converts on both free throws. Differding 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Crockett works it around. Stolen away, Sweet, cross court to Bria Sweet. Backs away, gets it to Tui. Over to Kaya Sweet, little fake, little screen set up by Gilbert. Off the leg of Tui, the Jaguars ball. The Jaguars opening this one up, 13-point lead. 2-point lead going into halftime, led 27-29. The Broncos a little discombobulated coming into the second half. Sweet goes out. Gilbert on the bench a couple times. So just not in rhythm here for this third quarter of play. The Jaguars taking advantage now at 43-30 over the Broncos. The shot clock on 28, 35 seconds in the game. That shot put up no good. Hustle it to the corner. Goes out of bounds. Goes Bria Sweet. Working against Crockett. Crockett working for the last shot. Little pick set up. Gonna go to the inside. Sweet sets up for a jump. Crockett sets up for a jumper. Rebound Gilbert tied up underneath. Goes to the Jags for advantage. Jaguars inbounds, top of the key. Gilbert's out there, challenges. Over to Fix. That shot off, no good. Put it up, rebound, great hustle underneath by Crockett. And Crockett gets the rebound as the last hundredths of a second ticked off, put it in for two. Put 2 more points on the board here to close things out in this third quarter. Jaguars lead by 15, 45-30. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com here to Bank North scoreboard. Good step away, take a word from our sponsors, come back for your fourth quarter play.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Hey, welcome back. We're live from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com. North Dakota Division A or Class A Region 1 girls basketball contest between the Jaguars and the Broncos. Northern Cass breaking open a 15-point lead here at the end of the third quarter, up 45-30. The Broncos had that lead down to 2 points going into halftime. Jaguars led 13-9 after one, 27-29 going into half, and now up 45-30 on the Broncos. Broncos opened up the third quarter, only scoring 1 point with probably within the first 4 minutes. And that was a free throw by Gilbert. Broncos just a little out of sync, not in rhythm at all in the third quarter. It's like Gilbert goes down hard on the floor. That shot put up good for 3 for Gilbert. So Gilbert with 3. That shot, it's good for the Broncos. So Schultz for 2. The Broncos have to find the hot hand, more than capable of throwing up some three-pointers to catch things up here. That's worked inside. So Winterquist with 2 points. Winterquist now with 4 points in the game. Sweet. Hands off to Bria Sweet. To Schultz from 3. That's up and good for Schultz. Well, Schultz looking for the hot hand, maybe with Emerson Schultz for the Broncos. That shot for Gilbert. Off, no good. Broncos leaving Gilbert uncontested out here on the wing. The Northern Cass maintains 15-point lead. Russ brings it down, swings it out to Gilbert to Winterquist. Working inside, Jensen with 3 personals in the game. Down to 6:06 in the fourth quarter. Sweet sidesteps the screen by Gilbert. Inside, Crockett. Winterquist working inside against Gilbert. Going up, she's going to be fouled, so Gilbert with her 4th. Excuse me, that's her second personal. Winterquist converts on the free throw. Second one also good for Winterquist. Goes Bria Sweet, cuts to the lane. Schultz follows in. Gilbert rebound, goes to the floor. You have a foul. So it's going against Gilbert. Gilbert with her third personal, second team foul for the Broncos in the fourth quarter. With Jensen inside, going up against Gilbert. Puts it up and over, no good. Last touch by the Broncos, so Jaguars ball far end of the court. Jaguars now up by 17, led by 2 going into half. Little turnaround by Winterquist. He hooks it up. Hustle by Crockett. Got a jump ball. Advantage to the Jaguars. Gilbert looking. You got Lucas. That was going in for either Winterquist or Jensen. Batted away by the Broncos. Sweet brings it down. Differting cutting through. Jensen blocks it. A fast break. Pass just a little bit too far. They're going to the floor. It should be Broncos ball. So Rust and Differting over there go to the floor. Broncos ball. Winterquist takes a seat. Looks like Lucas back in the game for Northern Cass. On the 4:50 mark. Schultz with the ball. The screen sets up. Gives to Bria Sweet. It's going to go. Drives the lane. Hooks it up and in for 2 for Sweet. Bria Sweet with 5 in the game, had 3 in the first half of play. Gilbert, little steal by Gilbert. Gilbert's gotten down a couple times hard to the floor. She passes it back, so Gilbert chooses to go backwards. A steal by Crockett. Puts it in for 2. That blocked out of bounds. The Broncos maintain possession. Micaiah Sweet. Inbounds it. Broncos down by 17, down by 15 at the end of the third. To Schultz, kicks it out. Schultz from 3, puts it up. That's good for Schultz. Schultz with the look, more aggressive, going to the basket here second half. Broncos need to feed Schultz here. Try to tighten things up. That's up and good. Nice soft touch by Jensen. Puts it up and in for 2. Jensen's first basket of the second half, has 8 in the game. Schultz, little sky hook, gets her own rebound, puts it up. Ooh. Yeah, hacked underneath, that goes out of bounds. Broncos maintain possession. Goes to Schultz. Down to 3 minutes, fourth quarter, little pick setup. Schultz spin move, kicks it out to Bria Sweet from 3, off, no good. Rebound by Lucas. Kicks it out to Fix. You got a foul underneath. Going up for 2 is Gilbert. So Gilbert with 4 fouls. First free throw, no good for Fix. Fix now 1 for 3. Has 1 point in the game. Second one's away, that's up and good. Oh, 2 for 4. Lead back to 17 for Northern Cass. Gilbert, layup, puts it up, that rolls around off, no good. Jalbert quickly down court. Looks around, has Lucas near side. Lucas going to drive in, stops travel, and put the ball down before she took that step. Called for travel. On to 2:33 in the fourth quarter. Over to Schultz. Schultz all alone over on the far side. Pick set up, NBA three-pointer for Sweet, and rolls around and good for Sweet. A shot good, so Northern Cass answers back. Goes in for Crockett. That's Sweet's first 3 points in the second half, her first points. It's to Bria Sweet, that's off, no good. Bria Sweet close, couple three-point shots, just off the mark. Foul goes against Schultz underneath. Back to 17-14 fouls for the Broncos. Broncos 4 fouls in the fourth quarter. And Northern Cass with 0. It's inside to Winterquist. Broncos collapse. Leaves Lucas over. Corner. That jumper is good for 2. Up by 19 for Northern Cass. Down to minute 25. Goes into Gilbert, turned around, up. Lucas blocks it. Gilbert heading down court. Didn't see the block by Schultz. Feeds it inside. Rolls around for Fix off, no good. Crockett with the rebound. Inside, Winterquist. Gilbert bats it out of bounds. Yeah, 1 minute on the clock. In the fourth quarter, Broncos down by 19. You have all subs in the game. Last minute, fourth quarter. That shot put up blocked by the Broncos. Schultz backs out, gives it to Differding. Differding working down court, takes it into Gilbert. Gilbert turns around, off, no good. Shot put up from 3, off, no good. Goes out of bounds. Broncos ball with 29 seconds. And Broncos starters are out. The Bankdorf scoreboard. The Broncos going to close this one out. Right now down by 19. Kunze thinks about it from 3 points. Gives it to Wortman. Broncos going to work it down. Differding drives in, puts it up. Rebound by the Jaguars. Last 6 seconds. They'll do it here from the Bronco Gymnasium. Northern Cass wins this one 62-43. Broncos probably the best half of basketball they've played definitely this year, if not in the last 2 years, or I guess counting last season, in the beginning of this season. Great first half of basketball for the Broncos. Just not able to find the rhythm in the second half. In that third quarter, Northern Cass able to pull away here and win this one by a score of 62-43 on your Bank North scoreboard. So at Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities we serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. So that is up on your Bank North scoreboard. That is your final. Northern Cass wins a 62-43. We're going to step away and take a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back for our post-game show here live on yourliveevent.com. I'm sports announcer Guy Brendick.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com. At Olson Accounting, they tackle it all with a variety of services to help your business, from payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Plus, they'll protect your individual financial and retirement planning like an offensive line working together to protect the quarterback on the field. Let the team at Olson Accounting help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Hey, welcome back here. Postgame show on your Bank North scoreboard. Northern Cass wins this one 62-43. Pull away in their second half of play. In your first quarter, Northern Cass led by a score of 13-9 over the Broncos. Broncos close things up. The hot hand from Kaya Sweet and Emerson Schultz, keeping things close for the Broncos. Also that great play underneath by Taryn Gilbert, the freshman, closes things up. Going into halftime, Broncos down by 2. Northern Cass leads 29-27. In the third quarter, Broncos not able to find their rhythm, with Sweet running into a little bit of foul trouble. Had to go to the bench, their main ball handler, the guard position for the Broncos. Also, Gilbert kind of in and out of the lineup, just discombobulated, not in rhythm. Northern Cass pulls away, lead by 15 at the end of the third quarter, go up 45-30 over the Broncos. Eventually, then this one 43-62. And for the Broncos, they're led in scoring by Emerson Schultz. Schultz putting in 17 for the Broncos. She ties that for the game high, along with Crockett for Northern Cass. So both players on the Broncos unofficially Emerson Schultz, and then Crockett for Northern Cass with 17 points in the game. The Broncos are differing with 5 points, had a 3-pointer in the first half of play and then a couple free throws. Schultz with 3 3-pointers in the game, helping her for her 17 points, also going 2 for 4 from the line. And Taryn Gilbert with 5 points. A couple layups, nice skyhook layup in that first half of play. Had 4 points going into the half, only able to get that free throw. That was the only points for the Broncos scored, was that free throw by Gilbert. In the third quarter, at right around probably the 5-minute mark. The Broncos just not able to put anything together, starting things out in that third quarter. So Gilbert with 5 points in the game. Then you have Kaya Sweet putting in a couple 3-pointers for the Broncos. Only held to one, or just had 3 points in her second half. First half of play, she had 8 points. She has 11 in the game. So Kaya Sweet coming out hot in that first half. Cooled down in our second half or third quarter, just not able to get in rhythm with the rest of the team. Had 11 points in the game. And Bria Sweet with for the Broncos had 5 to round out the scoring for the Lisbon Broncos. For Northern Cass, they're led in scoring by Crockett, so Hayden Crockett with 17 points in the game. That was followed up by Addie Rust with 5. Ellie Lucas with 8. Tess Jalbert with 7. Josie Jensen with 8. And then Winterquist have her down for 5 points in the game and Fixed with 1. That's just all unofficial. Probably lost a couple. I know I was behind a couple in that first half of plays for Northern Cass, but that's unofficial scoring. So Schultz and Crockett. Schultz for the Broncos, Crockett for Northern Cass with 17 points unofficially in the game. And they are your Enbridge Energy players of the game. That's Emerson Schultz along with Hayden Crockett for Northern Cass. So Enbridge Energy, life takes energy for Enbridge, energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for your career opportunities. So those are your players of the game. Emerson Schultz for the Lisbon Broncos. And Hayden Crockett for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Emerson Schultz with 3 3-pointers in the game, going 2 for 4 from the line. Had 9 points in the first half. Put 8 in the second half of plays for her 17 points. And then Hayden Crockett for Northern Cass Jaguars, 8 points. Had 1 3-pointer in the first half. Going 3 for 4 from the line in that first half of play. Then put in 9 more in the second half. So overall from the line, she went 7 of 8 from the, or excuse me, 5 of 6 from the line, and also a 3-pointer in that second half of play for her 17 points in the game. 8 in the first half, 9 in the second half for 17. So Emerson Schultz and Hayden Crockett are Enbridge Energy player of the game. Our precision play of the game, that goes to Taryn Gilbert for Lisbon Broncos. The freshman coming in, having them fill some big shoes with Kyra Hecker all the lineup, but nonetheless, that first half of play, some great opportunities underneath, scoring or pulling down some offensive boards and also defensive boards for the Lisbon Broncos, picking up a couple big steals underneath, going up against Jensen for Northern Cass. So precision play of the game for out of RDK Enterprises, that goes to Taryn Gilbert of the Lisbon Broncos. RDK Enterprises out of Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planning, updates, information, questions, contact RDK Enterprises out of Drayton. That's 701-636-2119 or visit plannerdoc.com. That's RDK Enterprises. They're here to help you. That does it here for North Dakota Class A Region 1 girls basketball between the Lisbon Broncos and Northern Cass. Your final 62-43 down here in Lisbon, North Dakota. Have your post-game show. Looking at Broncos schedule coming up on the 14th of December, they take on Oak Grove. That's here at home. Then on the 15th, they travel over to Enderlin for the annual GOAT game as part of the annual GOAT game, playing for Red Knob, and that's on the 15th over in Enderlin. On 21st, they also on the road and travel to Wapaton. That's on the 21st of December, where they take on the Huskies. Northern Cass, they are back in action on the 14th of December versus Turtle Mountain, 21 December at Kindred, and then come back the next day on the 22nd and take on Four Winds Minnewacan. And that is your Northern Cass schedule. And up through the Christmas break for both teams, Northern Cass and Lisbon. And your Broncos schedule. So the Broncos, as far as boys and girls basketball and wrestling here, the Broncos boys wrestling team traveled to Frazee on the 14th of December. They take on, or then a quad there, and they take on DGF, Frazee, and Pelicans. So that's on the 14th of December, traveling to Frazee, Minnesota. On the 15th, on the 14th also, Lisbon girls play host to Oak Grove. That's on the 14th of December here in Lisbon. 15th December, boys and girls basketball annual goat game over in Enderlin, hosted by the Eagles this year. Then on the 16th of December, more wrestling for both the boys and girls team, where the Bronco boys are at the Valley City Holiday Tournament and Bronco girls are at the Border Brawl out in Wishick, North Dakota. So that is on the 16th of December. And then on the 19th, boys basketball play at Wapton. Boys already with their first game of the season under the belt, picking up a victory against Maple River. And that was over the weekend where they defeated Maple River on the road. So come back with another away game. I think they have 3 away games to open up the season for the boys basketball team. Their next game after Enderlin, the GOAT game, is on the 19th of December at Wahpeton. So that'll do it here from Lisbon High School Gymnasium. We're back, YourLiveEvent.com, on the 14th of December for girls basketball versus Oak Grove. This is sports announcer guy Brent Dick signing off for the night. We'll see you on the 14th of December.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.